We need to find out the value of the given trigonometric expression. So let us begin. Now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total of 7 sine function multiplied to each other. What we'll do here, we'll convert each of the sine function to its corresponding cosine function, because we know for a fact that whenever we have, let's say, sine of angle theta, then we can convert to its cosine equivalent by considering cosine of pi over 2 minus theta. So what we'll do here, we will take the first one, sine of pi over 14, but instead we will rewrite it as cosine of pi over 2 minus this particular angle, which is pi over 14. We will do this with the rest of the sine function as well. So we will consider sine of 3 pi over 14, but we will rewrite it as cosine of pi over 2 minus 3 pi over 14. Then we have sine of 5 pi over 14, so that will become cosine of pi over 2 minus 5 pi over 14, multiplied to cosine of pi over 2 minus 7 pi over 14, multiplied to cosine of pi over 2 minus 9 pi over 14, times cosine of pi over 2 minus 11 pi over 14, and then we have the last one, cosine of pi over 2 minus 13 pi over 14. So what we'll do now, we will compute the value of pi over 2 minus pi over 14. So that is going to correspond to 6 pi over 14, multiplied to cosine of, so pi over 2 minus 3 pi over 14, that will correspond to 4 pi over 14, multiplied to cosine of pi over 2 minus 5 pi over 14, so that will be 2 pi over 14, multiplied to cosine of, so pi over 2 minus 7 pi over 14, that will be 0, times cosine of, we have negative 2 pi over 14, multiplied to cosine of negative 4 pi over 14, multiplied to cosine of negative 6 pi over 14. We can further simplify. Now cosine of 6 pi over 14, that's simply cosine of 3 pi over 7, multiplied to cosine of, so 4 pi over 14 will be 2 pi over 7, times cosine of pi over 7. The cosine 0, that's 1. Now cosine is an even function. Even function means if we take cosine of negative of an angle theta, then this is also equivalent to cosine of positive theta, which means that cosine of negative 2 pi over 14 will be equivalent to cosine of pi over 7. Similarly, cosine of negative 4 pi over 14 will be cosine of 2 pi over 7, times cosine of 3 pi over 7. Now here we can see that we have cosine 3 pi over 7 repeating twice. Similarly, cosine of 2 pi over 7 and cosine of pi over 7 also repeating twice. So now we have cosine of pi over 7 times cosine of 2 pi over 7 multiplied to cosine of 3 pi over 7 whole square. Now we can easily find out this value because we have a standard formula. Now let's note down that formula. So let's say we have cosine of an angle A multiplied to cosine of angle 2 times A, multiplied to cosine of angle 2 squared times A, and this goes all the way up to cosine of 2 raised to the power of n minus 1 times the angle A. Now this will be equivalent to sine of 2 raised to the power of n times angle A whole divided by 2 raised to the power of n times sine of angle A. Now in our case, what's A? So here A corresponds to pi over 7. So here we have 2 times angle A, so 2 times pi over 7. So that means we can apply this particular formula here. So let's do that. Now we will have sine 2 raised to the power of n. So n means there are 3 cosine functions multiplied to each other. So n value will correspond to 3. So we have 2 raised to the power of 3 times the angle A. So A is pi over 7 divided by 2 raised to the power of n, which is 3, multiplied to sine of the angle A, so that's pi over 7, and we have to square this value. So this will become equals to, now we have sine of 8 pi over 7 divided by 2 raised to the power of 3, so that's 8. We have 8 multiplied to sine pi over 7, and we square this value. However, sine of 8 pi over 7, that's equivalent to sine pi over 7. So let's check that out why it's true. So sine of 8 pi over 7. So we're going to compute this value. This can be also expressed as sine of the value pi plus pi over 7, means exactly the same thing. That sine of pi plus pi over 7, that will be equals to negative sine pi over 7, which means that we are using the fact here that sine of pi plus theta corresponds to negative sine theta, which means our expression will now become negative sine pi over 7 divided by 8 times sine pi over 7. And we have to square this value. So sine pi over 7 gets factored out from the numerator and the denominator, which leaves us with negative 1 over 8 whole squared, and this gives us a value 1 over 64. So that means the value of the trigonometric expression, this will be equals to 1 over 64.